new, and welcome back if you're returning. For our Ditch and Make series today, I want to show you something that I am making instead of buying. I've been doing this for a long time. It is homemade vanilla. Very simple. It only takes 2 ingredients. We are going to be using vodka and these vanilla beans, Madagascar grade A vanilla beans. I got these on Amazon. I will link them below for you guys to see. This right here is a jar. This has been going over for a year now, and as you can see, the beans are sticking out of the top, which means I need to cover them. Otherwise, they will start to grow mold, and you do not want that with your vanilla. Some people say you can get by with this in just a couple months, and I think that's probably true, but I usually let mine kind of steep for over 6 months before I use it. So let's get to making it. This is my jar. I got this cute little jar. This was at Hobby Lobby. I've had it for a while now, but the lid kind of has a little extra stopper at the top. And we're gonna fill this up now with what's in here before we put the new stuff in here. I bought these little funnels. These, hold on, sorry. Okay, there you go. These were on Amazon. I don't remember. I'll see if I can find the link to put down there for you guys. It just makes this process a lot easier and a lot less messy. I didn't have these for a long time and still got by, but once I figured out they made baby funnels, I'm like, these are adorable, and these make it so much easier. And I keep them in the original packaging just so that they don't get lost in my drawer. Okay, so all I'm gonna be doing is refilling my original bottle, and as you can see, there's some vanilla beans in here, and I keep those covered so they do not get the mold on them. And I just keep replenishing. Oh, it's as simple as that. This is the one that I've had for over a year now, and this bottle's pretty cool. It was an old pure maple syrup bottle, and I just cleaned it out and then used it for this. Okay. Now even more of the beans are there. I'm going to show you what we'll do with that next. So now my personal supply is stocked and ready to go of the homemade vanilla extract. I'm going to put that to the side. This right here for about 1 ounce costs about $1.25 to make with those 2 ingredients. Now these beans are around $27.99, I think. And then this bottle of vodka was around $28. And actually, I used a vanilla rum for this one till it was gone, and now I'm just going to use a vodka for the next one. And they're going to mix together, and it will be just fine. And if you're worried about the alcohol being in there, it does cook out like when you're baking or cooking or using it. Okay, now what we're going to do, I want to keep using these beans because they're still good. So I'm going to be pouring this straight, there we go, over the top. Take a minute. By the way, I'm Anna, if we haven't met before, from Keep It Simple Anna Sue, where I do delicious recipes, daily life ideas, and ways to find joy in the day-to-day normals. And I'm glad you're here. I hope you had a good day. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, good grief. Okay. Yeah, we've got them covered. Clean up the mess a little bit. Okay. The beans are covered, which is exactly what you want. Now, I want to show you, just for the sake of this, that you can take the old beans out if you want, but I also want to show you what to do with the beans when you get them. You can put them in whole. This package has a little tear thing at the top. And you can absolutely just put them in whole, that's fine. But the best thing to do is take a cutting board, take a knife, and gently slice down the middle so that all that flavor and the actual bean that's inside of there gets into your vanilla. So I'm not really trying to cut all the way through to the other side. I'm just trying, it's just opening it up enough. And it's okay if it does slice all the way through. You're not gonna mess it up. It's okay. Okay, so now that that's opened up, let me finish that in just a little bit. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. Okay, this is gonna just drop right in there with your vodka or your rum. You're gonna take your vanilla beans, and I'm gonna continue that process with each one of those until I get them all in here. I keep this in my Lazy Susan. A Lazy Susan is like that corner cabinet that you might have in your kitchen that turns. So I keep it in there because it's a darker place. It's cool typically. And that's where I keep this big jar. And then I keep my small jar of vanilla up in my pantry with like my other ready to go baked goods. Now some things I use vanilla for, in case you're wondering. I put it in oatmeal. I will put it in chai tea. I will put it in, it's good in like a plain yogurt. Also anything, excuse me, any sort of baked good or anything like that, it's good in that. And it's, I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Coffee, I don't drink coffee, but you could also put it in there. So there's that. And I wanted to show you, if you're still with me, you might be interested in this, might not. But that's all you got to do as far as this is concerned. But if you're interested, all right, that cost me about $1.25 to make that 1 ounce. I didn't have all these, so I printed off these handy dandy pictures for y'all. Azure Marketplace or Market, I've never gotten anything from here, but I hear them talking about it. Theirs is about $1.72 per 1 ounce, which I thought was a super good deal. And for an 8 ounce bottle, you're looking at $13.80 for that. For Walmart's brand of pure vanilla extract, you're looking at $3.94 for 1 ounce. This is a 1 ounce bottle. Well, I mean, you know, that's the picture, but for a 1 ounce bottle, you're looking at $3.94. So we are less than half the cost of that for just a tiny 1 ounce bottle. And then the other price comparison I thought you would be interested in, this is the JC or Kroger Private Selection. Theirs is $3 for 1 ounce or $5.99 for a 2 ounce bottle. But I thought that was interesting. So it is very affordable to make it if you can just put up the cost up front. Because, you know, if you're spending $28, you might think, good grief, that's a lot. But you also might be spending $14 on a thing of vanilla. It does last for a while. I don't know how much you bake and cook and all that, but it can last you a good little bit. Okay, I wanted to make sure I told you all everything. The funnel does help. These are little jars that I have. This one's a little bit bigger. I just got those on Amazon. This one's a little bit smaller. They make the cutest gifts. It is such a fun little gift to give to people. Cut the beans for flavor. The beans will mold if you don't get them covered. The alcohol will cook out. Fun little gift. Yeah, I think I've told you guys everything that I wanted to tell you guys about this today. So if you found any value in what you saw today, please give the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. I'll see you guys next time.